It's taken me months to write this. I've started and deleted it a dozen times. Every time I tried, the shame was a physical weight pinning me down. Many of you sent messages, and I'm sorry I never responded. I was drowning. Thank you for caring enough to ask. The truth is, I didn't want to admit how catastrophically I had failed and how right every single one of you had been. I was ashamed. For anyone who needs a recap, I used an audio recorder to confirm my wife of 8 years at the time was having an affair. In my last update, I had just confronted her. Against all the warnings in my DMs and the comments, warnings I now see as lifelines I refused to grab, I chose not to file for divorce. She swore it was over. She swore she'd do anything to fix our family. And like a fool starving for hope, I ate up every word. We started what I can only describe now as a performance of reconciliation. We went to marriage counseling where she was a star pupil. She cried at all the right moments. She talked about her strict upbringing, her guilt, her moment of weakness. She looked the therapist in the eye and said, "I know I shattered his trust, and I will spend the rest of my life earning it back." It was an Oscar-worthy performance. She promised full transparency, access to her phone, her location, everything. For the first month, it was almost perfect. Then the little things started. Her phone was suddenly always on low battery when I was near. She'd angle it away from me. Late nights with friends became more frequent. When I gently questioned it, she'd turn it on me. "Don't you see I'm trying? We can't rebuild if you don't trust me. Our therapist said this would be a trigger for you." She used the language of therapy as a weapon against me. I backed down every time, telling myself this was my own paranoia, my own damage to fix. The lie ended 2 months ago, on a Tuesday. I came home from work a little early, planning to surprise the kids. The house was dead quiet. No TV, no yelling, no laughter. A cold, familiar dread started in my stomach and spread through my limbs. I called out their names. Silence. I walked into our bedroom. Her side of the closet was empty. I instantly felt sick to my stomach. I almost vomited. My legs felt weak. I almost fainted. I rested my shoulder and leaned against the wall, because at that moment I knew what had happened. I moved to the kids' rooms, one by one. Their drawers were half empty. Their favorite toys, the ones they couldn't sleep without, were gone. My heart was hammering against my ribs so hard I thought I was having a heart attack. And then I saw the envelope on the kitchen island, my name written in her handwriting. I tore it open, my hands shaking. It wasn't a confession. It wasn't an apology. It was an execution, a knife she twisted with every single word. "I know this will hurt you, and I truly am sorry for the pain this will cause. I tried. I really, really tried to make this work, but I can't live like this anymore. I feel like I'm constantly walking on eggshells, being watched and judged. You never forgave me, not really. Every time I came home late, every time I looked at my phone, I could feel your suspicion. It's suffocating. The kids feel the tension too. They deserve to grow up in a happy home, not one filled with distrust and anger. Chris, is what I'm referring to the guy as, offers us peace. He accepts me and he likes the kids. I'm taking them somewhere they can be happy. This isn't how I wanted our story to end, but you never gave us a chance to write a new beginning. My lawyer will be in touch about the next steps. I hope one day you'll understand I did this for everyone's sake, including yours. I must have read it 100 times, the words blurring through a haze of pure rage. The same guy from the recordings, so it never stopped. And now she was blaming me. She called my trauma from her affair suspicion. She called my pain tension. She painted my desperate, shattered attempts to trust her again as suffocating. The audacity, the sheer calculated cruelty of blaming me for the consequences of her own deception is a wound that I don't think will ever fully heal. She didn't just leave, she tried to burn down my entire sense of reality on her way out, rewriting history so she could be the victim and I could be the villain. Yes, it's the same guy. The guy whose voice I heard on those recordings, whispering to my wife in her car. The reconciliation was a lie. The counseling was a front. She never ended it. She just got better at hiding it while she planned her exit strategy. She was using that time, our reconciliation, to secure a new life with him, and she used me to keep a roof over her head until she was ready. How did she take the kids? How do you poison your own children against their father? I've pieced it together since. She told them they were going on a surprise vacation. She packed their bags under the guise of an adventure while I was at work, providing for the family she was about to detonate. Did she care that she was ripping them away from me? Clearly not. Her desire for her new life with her affair partner outweighed any love or respect she had for me as a father. She views the children as her possessions, not as human beings who need their dad. I am not going to lie. The darkness that followed was the deepest I have ever known. I sat in that silent, empty house for days. The thought of what she had done, the sheer malice of it, was too much to bear. There were moments when ending it all felt like the only way to stop the pain. The shame of being so thoroughly played, of ignoring everyone's advice, of failing to protect my own children from their mother's deception was suffocating. But then something shifted. I thought about my kids waking up in a strange house with a strange man, a man who helped destroy their family. And the shame was burned away by a cold, hard rage. She will not take them from me. She will not erase me. That man will not raise my children. I am no longer in that house. I'm staying with my brother, who has been my rock. I have hired an attorney. We have filed an emergency motion for custody, citing parental kidnapping and alienation. The fight of my life is ahead of me. My kids are my only priority. I am trying to process the trauma. How can a person whom I've known, loved, and cared for, and vice versa, be so cruel and evil? The pain I feel is insurmountable. I can't even describe it. It's murder. She has killed me. I'm dead inside. I'm completely broken. I'm posting this as my final chapter here. A cautionary tale for anyone standing where I was months ago, holding a positive pregnancy test for a second chance. Sometimes the person you love is gone, and a very good actor has taken their place. Reconciliation requires a remorseful partner, not just a better liar. To everyone who tried to warn me, thank you. I am profoundly sorry I didn't listen. Your words were not wasted. They are the voice of reason I hear now as I fight back. Don't make the same mistake I did. Protect yourselves.